You have been running on a treadmill built from hope, exhaustion, and promises that never quite arrive. You wake up already tired, scrolling through other people's victories while your own effort feels invisible. You did what you were told, worked harder, waited longer, sacrificed more, believing that persistence alone would unlock the door. But somewhere along the way, achievement stopped feeling like progress and effort stopped feeling meaningful. And what settled in wasn't failure, it was doubt. This video is for you. Not because you lack discipline, but because you carried too much weight without wisdom. Not because you failed, but because you stayed standing longer than most ever could. Today, we stop chasing what resists us, and we start becoming what attracts us. Today, we stop forcing life, and we start aligning with it, together. The first lesson is detached desire. The Stoics taught that desperation poisons outcomes. Epictetus understood that wanting something is human, but needing it to validate your worth is bondage. When you loosen your grip, you don't lose power, you gain clarity. Desire becomes direction, not dependency. The second lesson is presence. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while reminding himself to stay in this moment. Manifestation does not happen in memory or imagination, it happens in attention. When you fully inhabit now, you stop leaking energy into regret and fear, and life begins responding to you instead of passing you by. Third comes the obstacle as the path. Resistance is not punishment, it is instruction. Every delay, every rejection, every closed door carries information you could not receive any other way. When you stop asking why me, and start asking what now, you transform adversity into leverage. The fourth rule is inner authority. The Stoics knew that anyone who hands their self-worth to outcomes will live as a hostage. When you decide that your value is internal and non-negotiable, your choices sharpen. You stop begging for approval and start moving with intention. The world adjusts to people who are no longer seeking permission. Fifth is strategic stillness. Not every season requires action. Some require restraint. Seneca warned against frantic movement without direction. Stillness is not laziness, it is alignment. When you stop forcing, timing reveals itself. Seeds grow in silence, not noise. The sixth lesson is gratitude as power. Gratitude is not denial of struggle, it is recognition of capacity. When you acknowledge what is working, you amplify it. A grateful mind sees opportunity where a fearful one sees lack. And what you notice consistently, you expand. Seventh is emotional sovereignty. Feel fully, but choose deliberately. The Stoics never taught emotional suppression, they taught emotional command. Between stimulus and response is your freedom. When emotions stop driving the car, wisdom takes the wheel. Eighth comes the philosophy of enough. Scarcity is not about resources, it's about perception. When you stop chasing fulfillment and start standing in wholeness, your ambition becomes clean. You pursue growth from strength, not from hunger. Ninth is authentic expression. Nothing blocks manifestation faster than living out of alignment with who you are. When you stop performing and start expressing, the right people, opportunities, and paths find you naturally. Truth is magnetic. And finally, trust in timing. The Stoics believed the universe was rational, not random. What arrives late often arrives refined. When you do your part and release the demand for immediacy, you allow life to meet you with precision. These principles are not about controlling the world. They are about mastering yourself and letting the world respond. Call to action, become the source. If this message found you, don't rush past it. Carry it forward. Apply one principle today, just one, and watch how differently life responds. Alignment compounds faster than effort ever did. Thank you for watching. Thank you for choosing growth over force, wisdom over exhaustion, and trust over fear. Stay stoic. Stay strong. Stay open to miracles.